Hello everyone, welcome back to Sakura Gamer. In the last episode, Nikohime caught Clover and Suki making out in the kitchen. Luckily, Clover has decided to make a peace offering by running to the store and getting some snacks for Nikohime, and wants to come into her room, and Nikohime allows it. Whoa, that is the wrong thing to click. I sigh, setting my pillow to one side. I can see when I have been defeated. You can come in.
Yay!
And with this cheery exclamation, Clover pushes open my bedroom door. Wait, a still? Oh no. Whoa, what the hell? Hold on, something's weird on my recording. Alright, there we go, we're good. So, I lick the last vestiges of milk pudding off the plastic spoon and set it back in the cup. You knew Suki already?
That's right. I said she was a stranger, but that isn't exactly true. We've been playing this MMO together for a couple of years, so I know her pretty well.
Then why didn't you tell me that?
Well, you know, I thought you might get jealous.
I do not get jealous.
You just got jealous. You totally do. You're jealous right now, aren't you?
I puff out my cheeks. Clover giggles and prods my right cheek with her finger. I bat her hand away, but it's only half-hearted. It's too late at night for all this drama. After consuming all those Pokken sticks, the chocolate mushrooms, which aren't real mushrooms by the way, thank God, and finishing it off with a cup of milk pudding, I'm feeling satisfied, satiated, and sleepy.
I thought if you knew I had other net friends besides you, you'd feel, I don't know, like you weren't my number one anymore.
I am not that attached to you, Clover, you idiot. Of course you can have other friends. I'm not going to stop you from having friends, but kissing her in my kitchen?
Our kitchen?
Whatever. Kissing her in the kitchen is taking it a bit far, isn't it?
Well, I guess that's not the kind of thing friends usually do.
No, it definitely is not.
But just because we were kissing, it doesn't mean I like you any less. You're, like, really special to me. Nikohime, you're one of the first friends I ever made online, and you're the best.
But I'm weird and grumpy.
You might be weird and grumpy, but I think it's charming.
Because you want to look after me, right?
Exactly. Speaking of which...
Clover leans forwards. Forward. Her fingers brush against my cheek. I blink. What is it?
You had some pudding on you right there, but I got it.
Clover shows me the fingertip of her right hand. There's a small smudge of light brown pudding residue resting there.
Thanks for the food.
Clover pops the piece of leftover pudding into her mouth. I pull a face. Gross.
Don't be like that, Nikohime. This is just how girls bond.
Is it? Is that how girls bond to the Akamura?
No, that's a romance trope.
So...
she just pulled off.
So, when you were kissing Suki, were you just bonding?
Well, about that. Suki's quite, open about how she expresses her feelings.
Well, I could see that for myself. She couldn't keep her hands off you. Or her tongue out of your mouth.
I don't know if she takes it that seriously, really. It's just a bit of fun.
So, you invited your online friend over so you two could have wild sex in my house?
No.
It's a bit of a leap.
I mean, it's my house, too?
Whatever. You can do what you want. You're both adults, after all.
You say that, but are you absolutely sure you're not jealous, Nikohime?
Jealous? Not one bit.
Because though I was kissing Suki, I love you a lot, too.
Really?
That's right. I'd have kissed you a lot sooner if you'd liked me.
You know I like you, idiot. Otherwise I wouldn't let you hang around me so much.
No. I don't mean it like that. I mean, do you like me?
Well, my face flushes. I bow my head, hiding behind the folds of my hood. Do I like her? What does that even mean? Oh, hey, Dicey. What do you say? Dicey says 1. I don't really know. I duck my head and press a hand against my chest. My heart, secreted away inside my ribcage, is pounding fitfully. It trembles like a baby bird about to take flight for the first time. That's a decent metaphor. I've never kissed anybody. Simile. I've never kissed anybody before. I don't know. I think I need a little time to think about it. And if I were to be kissed, I wouldn't want to be kissed in my kitchen. I'd like it to be a little more special than that.
Ho ho, you're a lady of discerning taste.
Don't tease me.
But it's so much fun. Your face goes so red.
It does not.
It totally does.
Clover prods my cheek with her index finger. I squirm. Clover!
Oh, Nekohime, you're really cute.
You think so?
Totally. No matter what happens, you'll always be my best friend for sure. Shoo!
Clover presses a quick, fleeting kiss against my cheek. It's nothing like the deep, intimate kiss she shared with Suki, but that doesn't make it any less real. It doesn't make it any less sincere. I dip my head. My face flushes. I guess looking back on it, I was afraid of being replaced. I was afraid Clover had found someone she liked more than me. But maybe I was mistaken. If Clover didn't care, she wouldn't have gone to the store at 3 a.m. to buy me all those snacks. Snacks she knows, after our 10 years of correspondence, that I like. She picked up on all of my favorites. That takes real dedication, no matter how many girls she kisses. I guess Clover really is dedicated to our relationship. She never comes across like a serious person. Did I say that right? I feel like I swallowed a cross. She never comes across like a serious person, but there are things even she values. I'm just glad that I'm one of them. Ah. The following day at the breakfast table.
We must confront the other woman.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Nekohime.
I blink at the top of Suki's head. She's bowing before me like one might pray before a shrine for the health of their grandparents. I wonder why. I don't have magical powers that can cure the sick. All I can do is wipe hard drives free of malware and advise people to do frequent virus checks. It's another damn good line. It's not exactly on par with the deity. Why are you bowing before me exactly?
Isn't it obvious? I'm apologizing.
But you don't need to apologize like that. Honestly, it's kind of embarrassing.
I'm sorry. I was raised by my grandma back in the shrine. She's pretty conservative.
I can see that. But you can stop that now. I want to eat my breakfast.
Alrighty then.
Suki smiles and straightens up. Her hair flutters as she does so.
You know, I even wrote you a formal letter of apology.
You did?
Uh-huh. Here you go.
She slides a brown paper envelope out from between her impressive Okay. Thanks. This is covered in boob sweat.
Ew.
I accept the letter hesitantly. To my surprise, the writing on the front of the envelope is impeccable. The characters are all written neatly, with a well-practiced hand. To Miss Nekohime. That's what it says. These characters haven't been written with a pen or pencil either. Suki has forgone modern writing implements. Instead, it looks like... You wrote this with ink?
That's right. An inkstone and a real calligraphy brush.
But why? That seems like a lot of effort to go through on my behalf. There isn't a single splotch of stray ink on this envelope, despite it being against her flesh. Just how steady are her hands? I'd never be able to write like that. We did calligraphy in my elementary school with inkstones and delicate brushes with tapered ends, but most of the kids messed around. When I had to go, one of the boys nudged my elbow and I knocked over my ink pot. My piece of paper was stained deep black. The other children laughed at me. The teacher tutted. Silly Sayo, you have to pay more attention. I wonder why I remember that so well. Possibly because I was taught by Dr. Mr. Badtouch. Suki giggles.
Like I said, I had a traditional upbringing. My grandma's been teaching me calligraphy since I was a kid.
You don't look like you have the patience for it.
I have hidden depths.
Aw. Suki's my favorite by a country mile. Suki plants her hands on her hips and puffs her chest out proudly.
And I'm not just good at calligraphy. I'm also skilled in the ancient arts of flower arranging, origami, mochi pounding, and I can play the koto.
What, really?
Yes, really. Playing the koto is actually pretty hard. The tips of my fingers got super callous from plucking those strings. but I guess I have to thank my grandma for it, even though I hated it at the time.
Why?
She made me do so much fiddly stuff with my hands, and now I have perfect control of my fingers.
Suki holds her hands up and wiggles her fingers to demonstrate.
It helped improve my art a lot.
I see. I never would have linked calligraphy or playing the kodo to digital art, but there might be a connection after all. Everything in this world is intertwined.
Anyway, open the letter. I put a lot of hard work into it.
I wish she hadn't. It's kind of a pain. I open the envelope, taking care not to tear the flimsy paper, and slide out the letter. The letter is written on plain white paper.
Go ahead.
The characters are printed neatly with the same precise hand that form the strokes of my name on the front of the envelope. Suki's handwriting really is pretty. The sentiments expressed in her letter are too. My eyes scan the tidy string of characters. Every once in a while I pause, my brow furrows. She's used a lot of complicated kanji here. I can't understand all the letter. And I went to cram school 5 days a week for years.
Dear Miss Nekohime, I apologize for your own kitchen.
Whoa!
Realized I should not have engaged in illicit sexual relationships with your friend in your kitchen. I am deeply ashamed for any pains my misconduct may have caused. So, what do you think? Am I forgiven? Are you okay after that?
After a censor bleep, you will be. All right, what do you say, Coiny? Jesus, do we forgive Suki? I dropped my coin. Tails. I'm still upset. I appreciate the gesture, but I am still a little upset. Suki's face falls. She pouts.
Really? Well, why? I poured my heart and soul into that letter, you know. Stayed up until 4 in the morning to perfect that, and it's still not good enough?
I don't care about the letter. I care more that you were kissing Clover in my kitchen. No matter how many letters you write, that won't change the facts.
Oh, I see.
A small smirk quirks at the corners of Suki's lips. That's not what quirk means. Why does she look so amused?
So, you're saying you're jealous?
I'm not jealous.
That's what you say, but I don't know if I believe you. You're too honest.
Is that a problem?
I like honest, straightforward girls. It's cute.
Suki sighs deeply.
I knew coming to this place was a good idea. It's like my own personal Shangri-La. Or maybe Shangri-Nya.
Haha.
I know, I'm very witty.
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer.
You don't have to. Your reticence is the best thing about you, Nekohime. I'm sure we're going to get along very well, after all.
Suki beams.
When it comes to cute girls, I don't discriminate. I'll love you all equally, no matter what.
I sigh. What have I gotten myself into? A mess. You've gotten yourself into... Aw, that's actually kind of a cute picture. There you go, everyone. Enjoy that for a couple seconds. So, what exactly are we doing?
Isn't it obvious? We're going to watch a movie.
But why?
It's a household bonding exercise.
I don't like bonding, especially not with other people.
You can try bonding with the animals at the local zoo again if you want, but I don't know how well that will go.
I pout, but Clover does have a point. We went to the zoo a couple years ago. It was supposed to be a fun trip out, but for whatever reason, the wolves got really excited when they saw me. Like, really excited. One of the wolves started howling, and then they all started howling, and soon all the animals at the zoo got freaked out. The rhinos even started a stampede. It's a good thing there were only 2 rhinos, or that could have been a serious disaster. I'm not sure why the wolves are so entranced by me. One of the staff members at the zoo, in between his apologies and frantic bowing, said it might have been because of my jacket. The little cat ears on my hood might have confused them. Maybe they thought I was a tasty snack.
Don't look so gloomy, Nekohime.
Suki pokes me in the cheek with her finger, and I squirm.
I don't want you to be jealous of me and Clover, so I thought we could spend some quality time together.
And we will be spending that quality time together in the next episode. Clover is very cute in that picture.
Yes.
I guess I like the big eyes and the wide open mouth like that.
Really?
Moe? Oh,
Yep.
God. I like Moe. Anyway, if you are enjoying this series, don't forget to kick us a couple bucks on Patreon or PayPal if you can afford it, so we can keep the lights on the channel. But for now, that will end our episode and our recording session. If you're watching this on release day, Sakura Gamer will likely be back in a week. It depends on whether I decide to continue SimCity or not. But, stick around to the channel. Ring that bell down by the subscribe button because we are going to see this one through to the end. So thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode.
Can I say real quick, I like how Nekohime and Clover, snapped at each other. Not snapped, but, I guess needled each other for wearing the same clothes they wore yesterday, and nobody's changed clothes once. They must be very whippy. Especially with all the showering that Nekohime does in her clothes. The thing's probably really moldy.
And they're transferring that stink to the couch.
She's gonna
Ew.
pull off her hood and it's just gonna be all sorts of freaking mold colonies.
Maybe they'll change in the next episode. I'm not putting my money on it, though.
I bet $50 that they will not change.